And hello to all friends, potatoes are with you. And today, we are going to look at another very cool invention from the audience of my subscriber. Today, he did estimate M, used the system with only the credit. In short, it's very interesting to get a video clip today, so we're watching it to the very end. But before you start watching, I want to advise you to subscribe to our second Fantasy Lance channel called. There we will produce just very high quality series in Minecraft. We are trying very hard, and for the 4th month, we will make the first series. So subscribe faster, I just vouch for this content, and when there are 1,000 subscribers, the first series will be released, and we will play a real licensed Minecraft that costs 2,000. Or we will transfer 2,000 to you on the card if you already have Minecraft or you just don't want to play it. Well, we're starting. So, well, here he appeared in some such area. Here, we have an excerpt from some building, and there is a sign. If anything, I will turn it off, not the code, in the settings so that everything fits. I think he's talking about the book, because in the last series, it turned out that not all of the text was visible. Let's read what is written there. I put a block crash. Broke the block crash. Opened a chat crash. Closed the chat crash. I thought about something crash. This is exactly how the construction took place, so far not the most stable version of Ket, although maybe only me, but it doesn't matter. So, this is a test sample with sorting and auto-processing of resources. It is called MSK, a multi-sorting crate warehouse. It can not only store liquid resources, but can also be further improved by modules, for example, add a tank for other liquids or an autocraft of a precision mechanism and other things. And it can be expanded. This version of the warehouse runs on 5 wind turbines. If you look up, you can see them. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and also 5, there is a windmill. And now about the drill, which was, by the way, in the previous series on the analysis of buildings in Crete. And your buildings. By the way, if you have made some very cool invention in Crete, send it to me by mail. I will show it here to everyone on the Vidosic, and maybe I will be very surprised myself. In theory, it can be built, but I ran into some limitations. The first is that stoves and funnels do not work in a gizmo, that is, in moving objects. He hopes that this will fix everything. Secondly, there is no chest with a filter, so that the lutza of gizmos is folded into chests for ready-made resources, that is, so that nothing is clogged up there. And also the third one is 2048 items, the maximum number of blocks in the thing. So the project of the third version of the drill will seem frozen indefinitely, but for now, I will build other mechanisms. Today, by the way, we have a very cool mechanism on display. I do not know who did this. I have not seen such things anywhere else on YouTube. Therefore, our subscriber is a very great fella. So well, let's move on from theory to business. Here, we have written a chest for loading resources for sorting. Let's just try sorting first. Here, look, we have such autocas as water. Here, we just have a cistern where there will be water. Also ores, here we have only ores. Transport, well, respectively transport. Here, we will have food, there are building materials, here only cur, and also red stone, bullion-jewelry. Plant the rest of the decor and also various things including buckets of water and buckets of weak and the buckets themselves. And of course, the tank is weak. Now our mechanism is fully active, so let's type different things. Let's say a stone is our building block, as I understand it. Then the scenery. Let's make birch saplings here. Let's also have redstone. I don't know, pistons are ordinary. Then let's have 2 trolleys. So let's remember 2 trolleys. There, by the way, there is already something in some chests, so do not pay attention. Then let's make a bucket of water out of different things, also a bucket of lava. From food, let's fry not fried potatoes, of course potatoes. Tools. Well, let's take a short sword for the dawn. All of this is enough. Now we just put the whole thing here. Later we will look at the mechanism itself, but look, everything is leaking, and where is it going? Now, after a while, it will all be distributed according to their respective places. In other words, our ores will go into ores. Oruda, by the way, we did not throw any. Let's throw it. Let's say I want iron ore. Here we throw it here. It all flows away there quickly. Somewhere there everything is sorted and goes. She should come here in my opinion. Let's take a look. So far, there is nothing. Here the ore has arrived. It goes into the lower chests, so that it is shorter and more convenient. Then we threw the transport here. So transport. Here, we have 1 trolley and also 2 trolleys. Then, we eat baked potatoes. It's also from the bottom. Here it is with us. And we threw building materials a stone, for stones. Where is he anyway? Here it is a stone. Then we didn't throw anything here, but by the way, new experience is also distributed here. That is, we have everything suitable for the new version of Cret, for 118. Then, we threw red stone pistons at me. Here they are. Ingots, jewelry. We didn't throw anything here, as well as the plant decor. Here we have our birch sanjets, and finally buckets. Here they are the buckets that we threw here. And now let's look first at the mechanism of the distribution itself. That is, without any overwork and other things. Let's switch to observer mode and fly down. Here is a chest, there is a funnel, through which everything comes out and flows, look here along the conveyors, it goes there. And all this goes out here to the back, that is outside. Here we have such manipulators, hands, or whatever they are called, I don't remember exactly. In short, they are powered and transmitted accordingly. Well, there are filters and their slots here. That is, first, we have a transfer to oars, then if it does not fit, it goes further, and so in general. It is distributed, well, and it comes to different things. In different ways, it's definitely somewhere to be distributed, and nothing will be lost. How these liquids pass into the tanks, let's just sort it out now. Look, we have such levers here too. The right lever for us is to pour all the lava in buckets into the tank, that is here, that is, from these buckets. From this chest, into this tank. And here we have yes or no. Now it's worth no. If we pull the lever no. Let's quickly click, switch to observer mode, and look at the bucket we have and splash down here. It overflows here. In short, everything overflows into the tank, and the bucket itself goes around the second circle to be redistributed. And eventually it will fall here, of course, into our sorting. Then here we will have just buckets. And the lava itself has already moved here. We have the same thing with water. If we press this lever, then we have all this water. Look, it goes in the other direction. It goes on and on through the conveyors. It goes on and on again. In short, in the end, it will come to this. What is the driver called? In short, the dehumidifier in my opinion. Yes. Look, the water overflows and is pumped out. In short, it goes to the upper tank, and the buckets flow here accordingly. So they go to that chest in the second circle. And the water we have here is replenished slowly. We have enough space here. If anything can be increased. If anything can even be added here, and more tanks for other liquids. In short, it's very customizable, and it seems to me a cool invention. And finally, let's analyze the third lever. This is what we call sending all the ores for processing. Here we will not only have a remelting, or rather, there will not even be a remelting, but there will be crushing, washing, and accordingly, it is no longer a matter of Nugget ingots. Here we have again yes or no. Now it's worth no. If we click on the ladies, then we have from the container ladies, that is, here are 64 pieces. Let's see, but it flies over here, goes into crushing. By the way, I slightly improved the mechanism. Now I'll show you what I changed, because in the map, what will be in the description will be a little different. In short, here we have everything redone for quite a long time, because this is how iron is processed. Well, look at the end. Here we have experience falling here. Experience passes to us in the second round. As a result, it will go to Ket, and here we have flushing going on. Washing, as you know, is the most effective here, and that is, it turns out that processing is generally the most effective, because here we have wheels that make crushed ore very efficiently for us, and here it is already being washed, and accordingly, after this washing, we are compressing. There are some other materials still lying around here, but it doesn't matter, everything will get here, be processed in an ingot, and will go on the second round to be redistributed into our ingots here. This is where it will all be stored, that is, in these chests. Look, now we are already compressing in an ingot here. And by the way, the mechanism is not quite fast. I think we can add other power sources and soon make it much faster. Because let's see how it's all powered up. Here, we have the most basic such power supply mechanism. These are for wind turbines. Everything goes here and is accelerated with the help of this accelerator. I don't know now if it will be possible to make a higher speed. 155. No, 153. In short, everything has stalled. 151. 152 is all. In short, 151 speeds in principle have accelerated so significantly, so you will work a little faster. We have the same thing with the second valve here. By the way, let's see what it feeds us. Here too, everything accelerates from below, and it feeds this mechanical belt, and also the presser. Let's try to speed up a little bit here too, because I believe that the speed can be made higher. So, 74, no 69, so 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 76 is all. So 75, 74, 73, 73 can be shorter. Great, we have also accelerated so significantly here, and therefore let everything spin and get done faster now. We can also turn off the whole thing, so that it doesn't work, and accordingly, buckets of water, lava, and also, there we have labor left in our chests. Well, now let's see what has changed here, so that everything works correctly, namely the processing of all ores. Because here, we had a little bit of something, namely an unusual gutter, but a smart gutter, and look how it was located here. Just like that, without any filters. Just look here, he threw it out. It turns out that on this shaft. Well, accordingly, it is generally ineffective, and does not activate anything here. And I just took 2 gutters. Look, I broke this, and here I put a gutter, and attach a gutter to it here. I have used all 2 chutes here, and it turns out that the ores come here, go through the chute here, splash out into the crusher itself, and everything works just fine. Well, having dealt with the mechanism itself a little bit, you can even finish something here, add some new blocks, add new tanks themselves, in short, customize it all, and bring it just to the ideal. But in fact, a lot has already been done, because there is a processing of Ruth, which already greatly simplifies life. It's true that you can add several blocks of processing route so that it will be faster itself. And also, so that I can change it, I added other power sources, namely peak engines, because they are the most efficient. Well, there was a potato with you,